Very good morning, children. I'm Deepa, your physical science teacher from Dr. Besant School. So, welcome back to our session again. I hope you all are ready with your books, right? In the previous session, we learned about the lab activity, how to test whether the sample we have taken is a thermoplastic or thermosetting plastic. In this session, we are going to learn more about thermoplastic and thermosetting plastics. So, all please open your books. Your textbook, page number 56, you all open and see, children. Thermoplastics. This is a plastic which will soften when heated and harden when cooled. So what will happen to this thermoplastic? When heated, it will get softened. When we have seen in the previous activity or not, it will get melt and become soft, and also it will become hardened. It will become hard when cooled. It will become softened when heated and harden when cooled. A thermoplastic is a polymer that turns into a liquid when heated and freezes to a glassy state when cooled sufficiently. As it is softened, it will convert into liquid state. As it is getting softened, so when heated, it will convert into liquid. It will become liquid when heated and freezes to a glassy state when cooled. So when cooled, what is happening? It is freezing. Freezes to a glassy state. Means it will become not complete hard like solid, but like a glass it will become. Now say, do you know about a scientist it is given? Hermann Staudinger. Hermann Staudinger. Hermann Staudinger is a German chemist. In 1920, made an important step forward in the processing of synthetic materials when he developed thermoplastics which are stable in themselves. Hermann Staudinger won Nobel Prize in 1953. This is the man who got the Nobel Prize in 1953 for demonstrating that polymers are long chain molecules. Why this Hermann Staudinger got the Nobel Prize? He demonstrated, he proved and shown that polymers are long chain molecules. What we discussed, poly means many. Many of the monomers join together and form like a long chain, like the beads necklace. Did you remember? So that was demonstrated by this Hermann Staudinger. So for that he got the Nobel Prize. Okay, children. Next, thermosetting plastics. Next, we are going to discuss about. So clear with thermoplastics? Thermoplastics will soften upon heating and harden when cooled. When heating, they will convert into liquid state. And when they are cooled, it will freezes into a glassy state. Now thermosetting plastics. Thermosetting plastics are simply plastics. When molded into a shape and allowed to cool down, will remain in molded form and will not change their shape. This is the main point of thermosetting plastic. What is that? When molded into a shape and cooled and molded and allowed to cool down. When they are molded and allowed to cool down, then what will happen? It will remain in molded form, will not change their shape. Once they are cooled down, will not change their shape. They will remain in the same shape. Only we can destroy it, but we cannot heat and change its shape. When heated again, they will char or burn. Char means becoming like a powder, or it will get burnt completely. Thermosetting plastics are synthetic materials which gain strength during molding by heating. So when heating only they will get the strength, but cannot be remolded or reheated after their initial heat molding. As we discussed, initial heat molding. Initially, once they are heated and molded into one particular shape, then they cannot be remolded again. They should remain in that shape or it should be destroyed. That's all. Thermosetting plastics are not remoldable. This is the main point. Thermoplastics can be remolded, but thermosetting plastics are not remoldable. Not Thermosetting plastics are not remoldable. Thermosetting plastics are not remoldable. Why? What is the reason for thermosetting plastics for being like that? What is their arrangement of monomers? Recall? Yes, because of their cross-linked arrangement. See, strong cross-links are formed during the initial molding process that gives the material a stable structure. Because of that cross-linked arrangement, the material will get a stable structure which cannot be remolded again. They are more likely to be used in situations where thermal stability is required, which can bear the heat. That is what thermal stability. For such materials are made with this thermosetting plastics. Where do we use this type of plastics? Observe the kitchenware in your house or visit any home appliances shop. What do you notice? Is all kitchenware totally made up of metal? In your kitchen, every materials are made up of only metals? No, right? You can see many of the plastic materials in the kitchen. With what materials are the handles of utensils made? Cooker handle. Is it metal? If it is metal, what will happen? Your hands will get burnt. It is a plastic. Utensils are made of metals like aluminium, copper or steel. Then what is the additional material? Bakelite is used for making handles of various utensils due to its poor conductivity of heat and electricity. So, utensils handles. So, thermosetting plastics, two types again. Bakelite and melamine. Already we discussed it before, no? Two types of thermosetting plastics examples. One is bakelite and the other one is melamine. Now, our handles of utensils. Handles of utensils are made up of bakelite. Why? Due to its poor conductivity of heat and electricity. Bakelite is having poor conductivity. What is meant by conductivity? Allowing to pass. Poor conductivity means do not allow to pass. So poor conductivity of heat and electricity. So, bakelite is used for making handles of various utensils due to its poor conductivity of heat and electricity. It is also used for making electrical appliances including switchboards. Also, utensils and also switchboards are also made with bakelite. Why? What is the reason? Because of poor conductivity of heat and electricity. Bakelite is used as an alternative for pearl and jade. Pearl and jade are different materials made with mud. So alternatives for that, this bakelite is used. So you can see the bakelite made articles in figure 14 in your textbook, page number 57. See here it is given telephone, electric switch and utensil handle of the tea mug, coffee mug. Okay. And the other thermosetting plastic is melamine, used for making kitchenware. Mainly used for making, is used for, melamine is used for making kitchenware. Melamine used for making kitchenware. Utensils and other items of kitchen are made by melamine. It is also used for making of floor and dress material for their nature of fire resistance. Melamine is having the fire resistance. And computer and TV cabinets are made of melamine. So not only kitchenware, even computers. It is also plastic or not? What type of plastic? Melamine. Computers and TV cabinets. The outer lining of the TV, that is also made of melamine. Clear, children? This is about thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Two types in thermosetting plastics. One is bakelite, the other one is melamine. Bakelite, handles of utensils, switchboards, they all are made of bakelite because bakelite is a poor conductivity of heat and electricity. Whereas melamine, used for making kitchenware, computers, TV cabinets because it is fire resistance. Melamine is fire resistance. Am I clear, children? Right. Now, our next topic. Clear? Note down. Note down, please, fast. Okay. Next. Why do we prefer plastics? Why should we prefer? As we discussed it before, maximum of our things in the home are made up of plastics. So why should we prefer these plastics? Because plastics are non-reactive. Plastics are non-reactive. You might have experienced that iron gates and nails exposed to atmosphere soon get rusted. Yes or no, children? The iron nails, have seen that iron gates, nails which are exposed to atmosphere, they will get rusted or not? But does this happen to plastic articles? Will plastic articles get rusted? No. Plastic material will not corrode easily, corrode, spoil. That's why they are used to store various kinds of materials including chemicals. Even chemicals also we can store in plastic, thermosetting plastics. Plastic is very light, light in weight, strong, durable, means for more days we can use it and can be molded into different shapes and sizes. Plastics are generally cheaper than metals. The main quality for preferring plastic, it is cheaper than metals, it is light in weight, it is strong, durable and can be molded easily into required shapes and sizes. These are the, we can say, characteristics of plastic. So if we take plastic, so let us see its features. What are its different features? One is lightweight. Still, it is strong. Next, it is durable. And what more? Durable and molded into different shapes and sizes. Molded into different shapes and sizes, and the final one is cheaper than metals. Cheaper So all these qualities of plastic making us to prefer more plastic. It is light in weight, strong, durable, molded into different shapes and sizes, and cheaper than metals. Okay children? Next. See in your textbook page number 57, do you know? Very important about a very important person, a scientist is given there who is called father of plastic industry. Why he is called father of plastic industry? What he has discovered, that we are going to learn now. See, do you know father of plastic industry? A Belgian scientist named Dr. Leo Hendrik. Who is that? Leo Hendrik Baekeland. Leo Hendrik Baekeland was responsible for the invention of bakelite. What is bakelite? A thermosetting plastic. So two types of thermosetting plastics we learned, bakelite and melamine. So the Belgian scientist named Dr. Leo Hendrik Baekeland, he was responsible for the invention of bakelite. In 1907, he was working as chemist. By accident, he discovered the compound of carbolic acid and formaldehyde. He discovered a compound. Compound means combination of two or more substances. So here combination of what is that? Carbolic acid and formaldehyde. When he tried to reheat the solidified compound, he discovered it would not melt no matter how high the temperature was. So accidentally he was discovered a new compound, and when he tried to reheat that compound, how much temperature he increased, it did not get melt, it did not get molded. Dr. Baekeland is considered as the father of the present plastic industry. So who is the father of plastic industry? Very important point. Who is the father of plastic industry? Father of plastic industry. Who is that? Dr. Leo Hendrik Baekeland. That's why that type of plastic is named as bakelite on the honor of this person, Dr. Leo Hendrik Baekeland. He is the father of plastic industry. Okay children? See, hot pin test. What is this hot pin test? To test whether the bakelite, that article is a real bakelite or not. How can we test? See here. To test if a piece is bakelite, get a very hot pin from an open flame source. Then touch the pin to the item. Means, suppose let us consider it is a plastic item. I want to test whether it is bakelite or not. Now I should take a pin. You all know pin, no? Which we use for stitching purpose. That pin you can take any pin or alpin and keep that alpin on a flame, any of the flame source. Let it get very hot. Okay, then take that immediately, that hot pin, just you try to fix into this object, this plastic object, you try to fix into this. Understood children? Now when you try to do that one, see here. If it is bakelite, it will not penetrate. Penetrate means what is the meaning? It will not enter inside. When I kept for this plastic item, this pin, if it is real bakelite, it cannot enter into it. It cannot be injected into it. Okay, then what will happen? It may give off the acid smell and it may leave a purple burn mark. It will not penetrate, but what will happen? It will give the smell of plastic, and there will be a purple mark will be there, but it will not, it cannot be fixed into it. If the pin penetrates or melts the plastic, then it is not genuine bakelite. The pin is getting penetrated, it is not bakelite. It is not getting penetrated but giving an acid smell and leaving a purple mark there at that point, then it is a genuine bakelite. Like this we can test the object whether it is a bakelite or not. Am I clear, children? Right. Why do electric wires have plastic covering? Can you tell? Electric wires, if you see, outside covering will be plastic or not? Why? Yes, plastic is a poor conductor of electricity. Otherwise, if you touch that wire, you will get the shock, isn't it? That's why. You might have seen pans, pressure cookers and screwdriver handles. Why are they made of plastic? Because plastic is a poor conductor of electricity and heat. Plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Now, up to now we learned all the about the plastics, type how the plastic is prepared, what are the types of plastic we learned, and what is the characteristics of plastic, what is making us to prefer plastic more. That is all we learned. So there are only advantages of plastics, or are there any disadvantages of plastic also? Can you tell? Yes, not only advantages, there are even disadvantages of plastic. Even now, this plastic is becoming more dangerous to the earth. Why? What is the disadvantage? Up to now, teacher, you told many advantages for us about the plastic. Then what is that most disadvantage? Making dangerous. The earth is becoming suffering with a lot of danger because of plastic. We people are suffering a lot because of this plastic, both health wise, okay, and also to exist on the earth. There are lots of problems. Even environment is getting spoiled, atmosphere is getting spoiled because of this plastic. That much disadvantage is there of plastic. What is the, teacher? Is there that much disadvantage? What is that? That you can understand if you see page number 58 in your textbook. Please open and see this figure. Figure 16 you observe. What is that given in figure 16 in your textbook? One see, children. Plastic bags found in the stomach of a cow after a post-mortem. See that position of cow. So pity it is. Can you see, children? See here, plastic bags found in the stomach of a cow after a post-mortem. Have you seen? See, what is all this? It's completely plastic only. Full plastic. Okay, children? How the cow, why the cow ate that plastic, teacher? Why should the cow eat plastic? What is the necessary for it to eat that plastic? Post-mortem means the cow has died. After the cow has died, then the post-mortem has done and found in the stomach of that cow. Nearly 20 kgs of plastic is found in the stomach of the cow. So because of that plastic, cow has died. Why cow ate that plastic? See, generally in your house, what we are doing after after cooking, this vegetable peels, fruits peels, or the waste food, what we are doing, we are keeping in the plastic cover, polythene cover, and we are tying it and throwing it outside. These animals, are they having the hands to open it and eat whatever they want? They can't do. So what they are doing, they are, as it is transparent, the cover which you placed is transparent, they are able to see the food inside that cover which they want to eat, but they can't open that cover, isn't it? So what they are doing, they are starting chewing that food along with the cover. They want to chew the food along with the cover. So they started eating, chewing, but it does not break into pieces, that cover. What they're doing, they're swallowing it. Like that, plastic entered into the stomach of the cow, and because of indigestion of that plastic, cow has died. Understood? Not only cow, many animals are dying because of doing like this. We are not throwing that fruit peels or vegetable peels directly like that. If we throw directly like that, they can eat. But we are keeping in the cover, tying it and throwing. So they can't open that, but they want to eat that food. So they are eating with the cover and swallowing it inside, which is getting indigestion for that animals and they are dying. Understood, children? See in your book what it is given. You must have seen garbage dumps, means waste dumps. Some articles there seem to be remain for a long time, while some other disappear. You may notice that most of the material that does not disappear are the polythene bags. Polythene is a plastic. It is mainly used for making carry bags. The polythene bags thrown around are responsible for clogging drains. This is main problem. Clogging drain means not allowing the water to pass in the drains. Drains kaluvalu. So the water is not able to flow freely because of this plastic covers. Plastic covers are being in the middle, stopping the flow of water. So the drains are getting clogged. Okay. Okay. Where it is? Animals in urban areas, particularly cows, eat polythene bags containing food material. Can you imagine the consequences? So see the figure and read the comments of Supreme Court of India about the effect of plastic on environment. With the direction of the Supreme Court of India, very thin polythene bags have been banned and stopped polythene bags usage. What is the difference between the banned polythene bags and the bags using presently in a place of previous ones? What do you notice on that bags? Some efforts are taking place to reduce negative consequences of plastics on the environment. If we burn plastic, it creates a lot of air pollution. So nowadays, if you observe, many shops stops using these plastic covers. They are not giving plastic covers. They are asking us to carry the bags with us, isn't it? Or they are using cloth bags in place of plastic, isn't it? So why that we got some, what we say, we also understood the consequences being faced because of this plastic. So we should reduce the usage of plastic. And also, if we burn plastic, okay, if we burn the plastic, what will happen? It creates a lot of air pollution. Okay, children. So tomorrow's next session, we will learn what Supreme Court has declared about the usage of plastic. How danger it is told by Supreme Court. We will start in our next session. Okay, children. I hope you all clear about this. Thank you.